Hello, hello, welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory. This is being recorded on Christmas Eve, actually, by the way. Presently 6:33 a.m. on Christmas Eve. So yeah, happy holidays to those who celebrate the various holidays out there. We are here to do a few things with Tinkers. One thing I forgot to do last episode was actually make the faucets themselves. Okay, where did I put the seared bricks? Ah, there we go. The seared bricks, by the way, will allow us to form the seared faucet, which goes on the drain, which will get poured out into either here, or if I move it, it should be able to get poured out from, not there, I didn't ask for there. There. Weird how it placed it there. Whatever. It's as much as I can do. Alrighty. So I've got a very basic smeltery. Off camera, I made a portable tank. It holds up to 8 buckets of liquid. Filled it up, and then just finished off the seared tank down below. So we do have some lava to play with. And we also have a few ores to play with. One thing we need to make is called aluminum brass, which I don't know if we have the ability to make it. Might have to do some mining. Let's see, copper and aluminum. That's a 3-to-1 ratio. Let's see, do we have any copper? We do have copper. Aluminum. We do have some aluminum, actually. Perfect 3-to-1 ratio here, because each of these ores will give us 2 ingots each. So it'll smelt up, form aluminum brass by default in the smeltery, and we'll be able to pour some casts. A few other things, though, that we need to make are wood related here. Let's see, do we have any wood around here? Let's see, we do. Let's have some regular planks, okay. Let's see, blank patterns can be made like that. Put that on top of a log, get a part builder. Let's see, the other thing we need are a crafting table and another pattern. Put that on top of the crafting table and get a tool station. Let's make a couple more sets of logs. Sorry, a couple more sets of planks. Put that on top of another blank pattern, and we get a pattern chest. Pattern chest isn't required, however it does interface with the part builder? Yeah, interfaces with part builder. Alrighty, and the last thing that we need to make at the moment is a stencil table. And that's how you make that. Pattern on top of a planks block. Okay, we can go ahead and put these down somewhere. Let's put them over here. This is a very temporary setup still. So that's the stencil table, pattern chest can go there, tool station can go here, and part builder there. So if we open up the part builder, you can see the contents of the pattern chest on the left. The stencil table will be for creating the various stencils. So with these last little bits of wood that I have, we are going to create some more blank patterns. Throw them into the stencil table. And I'll be cutting out briefly to clear my throat. Alrighty, there we go. So we put the blank pattern in, and we get our first pattern option here as a tool rod pattern. We're actually going to take one of those. We're just going to take the pickaxe head pattern, the shovel head pattern, and the axe head pattern. The reason for these is because with these two, the shovel and axe head, we can make a mattock, and the pickaxe and the tool rod will be able to make a pickaxe. However, we do need one other thing for the pickaxe, which is this tool binding pattern. From there, we can work on a few other items here. Let's see, is there anything here else I want at the moment? There may not be. Some of those patterns are for tier 2 tools. Something we have yet to get to. No, I'm going to leave those stencils in there, and then we can throw these patterns into here. put cobblestone in both spots there. We are going to be making some stone versions of these tools to pull them out, throw them into the table by right-clicking on the table. And let's see, that aluminum brass was made. Let's see, does that work? It does. Okay, then we pour out the aluminum brass over that to form a cast. Now with this, we'll be able to create metal versions of the parts that we need, so eventually these stone variants won't be necessary anymore, and I will actually be tossing them out right now. Oh, apparently there is my mine shaft. Sorry, I just heard something in the background. Apparently not. Okay, so we got those made. We can go ahead and take those out, put those back into the chest. And we can go ahead and grab a tool rod. We can also grab that, and let's see. That only counts as half a material, by the way, the shard itself, so we will not be able to use that for that. However, we will be able to use it for this tool binding. There we go. So we got those parts. Just going to throw this down, make a cast of that. Let's see, how many more ingots of aluminum brass do I have in here? 5. That should be more than plenty for now. Alrighty. Got that one, and last one for the binding. Made. There is one other ingot cast that we need to make, which is the ingot cast, and for that you can take any old ingot at all that you have, throw it in the table, pour it over with some aluminum brass, and there we go, we get a ingot cast. Alrighty, how many ingots do we have in there? 2 and 1 copper. So let's go ahead and put the ingot cast down back on the table after we get our mold item out. We can go ahead and pour in the molten materials in there and get them back, and now the smeltery is empty again. Alrighty. This will allow us to repair our tools, by the way, using Tinker's Construct. I'm not 100% sure if we can actually replace tools once they've been made. I don't think we can. So whatever tools we make, we'll be stuck with for a while. Alrighty. However, for the first set of tools, we'll be actually making them from iron. One thing I would like to find, which we do not have at the moment, is sugar cane. I need to get some paper for that. The tool binding. The binding is what the items go as, the material type binding. So let's go out and look for some sugar cane. By the way, also off camera, over here I modified my farm and moved it over next to the water so it could all be hydrated. This way I can just go ahead and grab this stuff and replant it quickly. Alrighty. So sugarcane, I see some off in the distance over there. Besides tools with Tinker's Construct, you can also make weapons. Which we will be eventually, but not at the moment. The weapon of choice for myself is the cleaver from Tinker's Construct, but that's a tier 2. Tier 2. Tool? Whenever I say tier 2, I always want to add the word tool to it somewhere for some reason. You know what, I'll go ahead and replant 3 of those just so they can grow. With these 3 though, I should get enough paper, hopefully, to make a binding or 2. We'll see. Let's head on back over to our base, although I suppose I could plant those closer to my base, but whatever. Ooh, random hole. Alrighty. Head on over to here, back up the mountainside, through convoluted means of jumping around. Probably unnecessary means of jumping around. And also I noticed the minimap reset again after relogging. I really don't know why. It's kind of weird that it does that, but oh well. Not too worried about it. Waypoints are still going to be set regardless, so it's not too much of an issue. The pattern chest, by the way, can also hold these casts if you were interested in putting those in there instead of having them in your inventory or a regular chest. So let's see, put the part in here, we get a paper binding, tool station. Let's see what we need for the pickaxe. A binding, head, and a rod. So with the rod and the head, we are actually going to be using these iron ingots for. I'm actually going to put all 8 in there. We can always pull out whatever we don't use or get rid of some if we need to. That'll smelt up though. And the other item we're going to be making is this mattock. This mattock requires the axe head, shovel head, and a tool rod. But you can also make a shovel, you can also make a hatchet. A frying pan. It's a heavy weapon that uses sheer weight to stun foes. You can see some of the abilities here. You can actually place this down and use it as an actual cooking device, by the way. The dagger is another option. It's a throwable weapon. The rapier is kind of great for piercing armor. The longsword is great for moving around to some extent. It has decent damage by default, but it's one of those tools. Most of these weapons actually you have to upgrade if you want them to be very effective. The broadsword is a defensive weapon. It allows you to block, and it does regular blocking. These other weapons here, like the rapier, the dagger, and the longsword, do not offer blocking abilities. The right mouse click is actually something different entirely. So do keep that in mind. You can also make arrows and a bow. The chisel is also a fun utility. Tinker's Construct adds some chiselable blocks to the game that you require the Tinker's Construct chisel for. And the battle sign is kind of really in honor of Zisto, the zombie pigman, whose weapon of choice is a sign, apparently, in super hostile maps. Alrighty, but enough of that. This should be almost done. Oh, just finished. Okay. Tool rod, put that in. Pour some iron out. By the way, if you ever mess up on these parts, in terms of pouring the wrong liquid in, you can always take the item that you made and put it back in the smelter. You get 100% of the item back. So don't be afraid of any issues like that. Alrighty. So these iron pieces will give us... actually, you know, I should probably just read this book. So trying to explain it all. Alrighty. Let's see. Iron. The iron it gives you a mining speed of 6, a mining level of 2, which is redstone, a base attack of 1 heart. The handle modifier is 1.3. You want a handle modifier of at least 1, if not more. Like the stone has a 0.5 handle modifier, but for getting started, I'd recommend iron handle modifier, if possible. You can also make one out of flint, cactus, bone, obsidian, netherrack, elamite, which is an alloy. Blue slime, green slime, which are 2 different things added by Tinker's Construct that pretty much do the same thing, the blue slime being better. The blue slime is actually from the Slime Islands, and here's how to make the green slime. The blue slime is actually identical, only instead of green slime balls, use blue ones. And then paper, you can also make things out of paper, if you haven't been able to tell by the binding that I made. One special thing about the paper, you can actually add additional modifiers, which we'll get to that here in a moment. Then endgame tiers of metal is cobalt, ardite, and manulin. Those are found in the nether. Manulin's actually an alloy of the 2 nether ores here, cobalt and ardite. Did I hear a zombie? No. Wait, I did. I did hear a zombie. Thought I did. Alrighty. Let's see, where was I at? Let's head on over there quickly. Right, copper. It's not too bad of an item choice, but its mining level is lower than iron. So do keep that in mind. Bronze is another alloy that you can use. It has, I believe, a bit faster mining speed than iron. Let's find out. Let's see, iron, mining speed 6. Yeah, bronze has a mining speed of 7. I'm trying to record here, zombies. Get out of my way. Nope, yep, I heard another one. By the way, any zombie or any mobs that go into the smeltery will create blood that you can actually pour into the table, which is kind of funny if you ask me. You can also go in there yourself. If there's any molten liquid in here, it'll actually hurt you. There we go. And it'll add 5 millibuckets of blood every time you take a tick of damage from it. There we go. That was being weird. Alrighty, apparently I'm getting attacked by the zombies while trying to explain Tinker's Construct. Good, good. Alrighty, let's try to get through the last little few pieces here. Bronze, and then you got steel afterwards. It's an iron alloy. It's a bit better and can mine up to cobalt. It's one of the ways to get cobalt from the nether without having to use alternative means. And then you get pig iron. Oh hey, a hat. We just unlocked our first hat, actually. Hats mod, by the way, is in this. Really is the only hat I have. But yeah, that is some of the basis of parts and their material types. And the tier system in Tinker's Construct. I should probably block those areas off, shouldn't I? Alrighty, there's that area blocked off. This area could be blocked off fairly quickly as well. Already one more block there. You know what? No more mini zombies getting through there either. And I do not have enough blocks to block that off just yet. But I can at least do this. It will stop most of those mobs from coming through without having to go around that. We'll see how effective that is. So yeah, those are some of the basic ideas of tools and their parts. Thermocraft actually also adds the thalmic ingots, and yep, I heard you coming. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Recording. But yeah. Just being attacked by every single zombie ever. Oh, Jesus. Oh, hey, another hat. Good. Also being attacked by every zombie ever. So many zombies. Just stop it already, zombies. Jesus. Jeez. Just go away. Done with you guys. Can I make the pick now? Apparently not. You know what? Let's retreat in here. Yes. Yes, I am. It's kind of funny considering my past video and this one's actually about Tinkers. They don't know that yet, though. Assuming they even watch me at all. I'm assuming they don't. You have to learn me someday. Sounds good. Could maybe be a video sometime. We'll see. Yeah. Hopefully I blocked off all of the major entrances. I know there's an entrance down that way. But hopefully the mobs can't pathfind around all that. You know what? Give me a moment to talk to him. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Notice the episode length is getting kind of long. So let's kind of hurry this portion along. So I got the parts in here. You can see the finished tool here. But before I pull it out, I'm going to name it Cal's Beginning Pickaxe. While the name goes off the text bar there, text field, it does show up here on the item name. And we can go ahead and pull that out, and we get an achievement called Tinkerer. It's so hard. Wonder what about... Ooh, mouse can spawn in there. Not spawn, run in there. So yeah, now we have a tool that has a fairly decent mining speed. It can be repaired now, though. So as long as we have iron, I believe, on us, how much iron is left? 6 ingots worth. It's 6.5 actually. Do I have any more iron in here? I do not. Let's go ahead and take this out. Pour in a ingot. I want to demonstrate the repair process, and I kind of got to just get used to it. So we can now repair in your inventory. You do have to go to a tool station. You throw the item in there, you can throw an ingot in there, and it can fully repair it. The more durability it has, the more of the material type you're going to need. Let's go ahead and throw the iron ingot in there. Back in there to resmelt, and let us get the last couple pieces of items here. So we need a shovel, a axe head, as well as another tool rod. And let's also throw out the stone pieces because I don't want them. And they don't want to be clogging up my inventory. Alrighty. There we go. We got these 3 pieces. And now we can make this mattock. The good thing about the mattock is that it will allow us to harvest down wood as well as shovel. And it also has the 3rd edition of being a hoe, so you can actually till soil. Till dirt rather into farmland. Let's see, let's name this Cal's Beginning Mattock. I do have some endgame designs for these types of tools, by the way. So once we get to there, I'll explain them in a bit more detail. But that probably won't be for a while. But that'll be it for this episode, actually. I hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode, we'll probably do a bit of mining and a bit of scouring around for some decent terrain to call a bit more of a home. I gotta do a lot of mining around here though still to get some things together. By the way, I do have 13 diamonds, a bit of copper, a bit of tin, a bit of silver, but a little bit of a few things here and there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to leave a like, comment if you want to see more of a particular thing, or if you have any questions about what I spoke about in this episode, or really anything else. And until next time, take it easy. Damn you zombies. Alrighty, just before this episode ends, I just want to mention, yes, I am in vanilla Minecraft right now for the screen. The episode that just finished for Sky Factory SMP is going to be the last episode for this particular series. Back when I originally recorded these 3 episodes, the server was still up and running, and I had gotten busy and could not play on that server. And because of the lack of people playing on it, the server was shut down. So I'm unfortunately unable to continue doing this series. But for those that are interested in a actual modded series that's going to last for quite some time, don't worry about it. Explorer Tech is a mod pack that I'm actually putting together myself and have been for quite some time. And have been doing some streams on it quite a bit lately. That will be a more permanent single-player series. Maybe multiplayer, we'll have to see what becomes available to me for a server and whatnot in the future. But I hope the 3 episodes are at least enjoyable. But unfortunately, yeah, that'll have to be the end for now. But yeah, that'll be it. Until next time, guys, take it easy. See you guys in the next series.